Cosplay is generally a way of someone expressing, I suppose, their appreciation or ultra fandom for the TV show, video game or film that they really like. It's generally when someone makes a costume and wears it and acts out their favourite character. What I think separates a cosplayer from, say, a general fancy dress costumer such as Halloween or a fancy dress party would be the attention to detail for a start. There's a lot of high-end stuff. A fancy dress costumer will just go to a fancy dress store, pay about £20 to £30 on a costume and probably only wear it once. Whereas a cosplayer will most likely spend months sometimes sourcing particular items, and make a good cosplayer, in my opinion, is someone who makes a lot of their costumes, whereas I do myself, and just generally spends a lot of time researching and making the costumes. Once I have a costume together, there's really a number of things I tend to do with my costumes. Sometimes I'll just wear them for, say, I recently wore Captain Jack Sparrow costume when Pirates of the Caribbean 4 was released, on the day it was released, and the day that I went up with a few other friends who are conveniently also dressed as pirates to watch the film. But some of the things I use the costumes for are conventions. I've been a few times to the memorabilia convention in Birmingham. Coming up I've got Collectormania next week in Milton Keynes. I just go around to conventions. Sometimes I will also generally just go out get a bus, go out to the nearest city and just walk around, generally entertaining people in the street. There's really no limit to what you can do with the costume. Also, there's sometimes performances when I'll be asked by someone will say, "We've seen you wearing this costume, can you perhaps do a performance for us on stage or something where we require this character?" So yeah. The term cosplay comes from, I think it's Japan, where the two words costume and play, so making a costume and acting out, come together, and that's cosplay. Cosplaying for me is just probably the way I like to express myself. Personally, I think anyone and everyone could be a cosplayer. It's just a case of having the enthusiasm and getting off your backside and doing it.